Oh, dear me. Forgive me, but I am enjoying this.
Oh, and well, we landed. Not sure about it. Oh, Dulcia Isle.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
If you'll excuse me, I don't have time for you right now.
Okay. I don't know why, honestly, but you need to sort of reset this configuration. Let's see.
What do you want?
Oh, now it works. That's because the female voice is much better quality.
Background. I am Jin, farmer. Latest rumors. I don't gossip with the likes of you. Little secret. I've heard rumors of merchants and pilgrims attacked on trails by crazed Dunmer with clubs. Morrowind lore. My trade. I am a farmer.
Okay, let me check, because usually when you start a new game you're on configuration or necessities on Morrowind.
Water
Asking
Life
you
by Abot, Color Edition. These are
more
a few
questions.
pictures and notes I took during my past travels. I hope this can bring you luck and help in times of need. Fishing rods. A clever way of capturing fish without danger. Visit Locken Island. The ultimate destination for your hunting expedition.
Okay, so probably we don't want the marrow. Music, acoustic, overhaul, put sounds. So we go. We want this magic shield loops because I don't think that's something added by other MWSE Lua mods. And we don't need this one because I have we have the Lua mods and other mods adding this. So off should be okay. The rest is good, and we should have also an important rolled paper for now because we did not read it yet.
Shiaryu Walton, you should go to the Vardenfell town known as Sedanin and talk with Celis Gravius in the Census and Excise office. After you have the package, find a man named Caius Cosadas in the town called Balmora and give the package to him. Follow his instructions from there on out. Discard this message at your discretion. A friend.
So as usual, when I start a new game to check and test something, I start in a random place using a tweaked version of the quick charm mod, which is teleporting the player well is still in the prison ship to a random place in the Morrowind world installed. So we ended here in a house in the Dulcia Island. I think I never finished playing that mod. And our first mission is to be able to reach Sidani from wherever we may land, just to spice the start of the game a little. And as you can see, we are far away. Hopefully we will find some guild or some boat for that. And oh, I want to show you something, because after the nearly 20, not 20 years, but I think I started playing the game in 2003, probably, or 4. But I recently discovered that you can shift double click the top of the window and maximize it. So if you usually have the window like this, for instance, like I used to have it, and you pin it so it's always there. Not really. Lots of landscape, a big Morrowind world, but you can really, when you go to menu mode, you shift double click and you have the map very big, very fast, and you double click it again and you can have it at the previous size. This is really something useful, and I bet a lot of people don't know this thing. I recently discovered it for sure. And okay, let's see. We are in Jim's house. And as usual, we try and loot things just to find some money to be able to afford going to Sidani. Not easy. Ooh, a fine skirt for Chiaglio. And this is by give or take mod. I think it's pretty nice if you want to put things from the player to a container. I don't think it is working with this one, because this is how is it called? Organic container, something that respawn like the guild chest, and so you cannot put things there. But if you can use this button and filter things you want to move as usual. But then you click the give, and if it is possible, things are moved. So this is not in theory a spawning container, I think, but we want to take everything. So that's something useful, I think, especially with companions, with normal chests, where you don't have some other tools to move things fast. And it's a little redundant. Is it? Sorry for my English, but the difference between take and take all is that take all automatically always closes the window. So if you don't want to close it, you can use the other button, or you can just disable the button from the control panel. I think it should be possible from here. So if you say no, the take button should only show when the take all button is not present. I don't use this usually, but I think it's better to test it as we are here. So let's take. It seems to work. As you can see, there is no more the take button because we have the take all. So we can use that instead. We are more used to it. So we're sorry for the poor genes, but we need a lot of things. Get enough money. Also to eat something. But maybe I don't need this because for now we don't need to learn making things for Morrowind crafting. Not a plate. A bottle could be good to get some water. And I know a lot of people use the mod to have a fast menu when you hover on a container to see the content and get the content. But I like the animation most. Having my container opening. I think it is adding a lot to the realism. Oh, and for instance, here it is. We have a bottle with a brew, but we don't know what it is until we actually try it. And this is the QQQBBB mod. As you can see, we don't know yet. Luckily, we resisted the magic damage from this kind of alcoholic, I think. But now, in theory, the next one we find, we should be able to know what it is. Okay, so I think we took everything here. So, Dulcia Isle, a big island far to the north. Probably I moved the landmass here to avoid conflicting with other standard landmass. So we are far to the north. Obviously, these moved islands climate. I don't always change the region climate because I think when you move mods, it's also, or change some mods, tweak some mods, it's also important to try and respect the general vision of the mod author who did that mod. So even if I move something to the north and it was a tropical island, it will stay a tropical island. I move things mostly because this way we have the space on the map, on the one map, but I don't like to change everything for that reason. But it's a very big map. And the great and almost unique thing about this game is that having the windows that you can move around every size like a standard Windows application is pretty rare nowadays because games are probably made to be compatible with consoles and so on. So I think it's pretty nice because there's not two people playing Morrowind using the same kind of Windows placement, and I think it's a great thing. As we start exploring this place, maybe we could also set up some shortcut. Like we want the weapon, and we are sort of battle mage, not really a battle mage, but we are a good summoner, so one dagger for now, and we can get some aid from our summons. Some healing, always needed, and maybe some fire here. And we need some giving tools. And finally some light. If I have some, I'm not sure. Oh, here it is, torch. And for now, I'll stop here. Oh, now it is triggering. Let's see something curious, because that's some timing not going the usual way. This is the part of the menu of MCA, I think. Sometimes it happens that the order by which standard scripts of mods are started is not always the same. But we can enable basically everything from MCA. And the one option that I recommend to not use is this if you don't have a powerful computer, because large parties tend to be heavy for FPS. Also, they make your battles too hard and a little too much chaotic. So I think this is a good compromise between difficulty and fun. And maybe you will have also the necessities configuration starting. Maybe I can do it from here. Probably not. Let's see. And one thing I always do is change a little the water life configuration to add also the spawning of, this is okay, the spawning of the snails, because everybody's using the Morrowind code patch options to fix the slow movement animation. Should use it, I think, because that was the one problem with those snails. So if you have the Morrowind code patch, this thing is no more a problem. So this is how I set up water life. And then let's explore this island. Does only that house, so some kind of farm. Hopefully we will find some kind of city or village. Going to the... Oh, over there. Okay, so we are already hungry and I don't have the necessities tool to eat yet, but I should be able to do it the same, because I can drag and drop things with my Lua mod to integrate it. We have the fishing rod, that's not bad. But there's a city there. No fishes? It's not small. So this way.
SOR Valen. Fort Rockridge.
So this place is called Fort Rockridge. So this is a very old mod, but as you can see, not a bad one.
Hello, Breton. Do you think you could help me reclaim something? Reclaim. The guards stole some of my skooma and put me in jail. I'm pretty sure I saw them take it to the West Guard Tower. They wouldn't let me go in there, but maybe you could sneak in. I would pay you 500 septims if you brought it back to me. You take a note in your journal under section Kulsterin asked me to steal his skooma back from inside Ralstone's West Guard Tower.
Wow, what a long title for this quest. And we have a strange quest because we don't have the usual Khajiit on scuba. We are going. Okay. Not sure it will be easy at level 1. Sneak and steal that thing.
Scent is new.
Arvejo Smith.
As meat.
Rushera Lavo, Enchanter.
Bye, Vig. Ooh, we can hopefully harvest this gumberry. Any alchemy ingredients? Also, when you start salt rice and anything, giving you restore fatigue is a very good to eat, because this way not only you can replenish
if you want something,
your
now's the time
necessities
to
of
talk.
Morrowind food, but also your stamina when you walk
Hello.
around.
Do you think you could visit a friend of mine and pick up a book I let her borrow?
Okay, this
Well,
seems an easier
Ashira is
quest.
borrowing the affairs of wizards, but I would like to have it back. You can find her shack northeast of SOR Valen. I will pay you 20 septims if you bring it back to me. You take a note in your journal under section Dulzaya Isle, Amy's book. Background. Oh, little advice. Talk to every little secret. It's Red Guard. My trade. Little secret.
Okay,
How
usual
do you
things.
recognize a
We have
Didrik
another
shrine?
quest.
Well, they've got long, funny names, like Ashurnababai or
West Guard Tower. Hello, God.
I am an officer of House Hlalo and Imperial Law. Move along. Background. I am a Hlalo guard.
found some skooma, it seems. Not sure it is the right.
Amy asked me to go to her friend Ashu
Yeah.
and ask for a book that she had
Too
borrowed.
easy. The guard was taking us all upstairs, so we have been very lucky, I suppose. Okay, we have a lot of battles we don't know. Oh, this one we know already. So. But you must pay attention if you play with necessities, because you can get drunk very easily. Oh, another important thing I need to do, I forgot, is to set our time scale. I can use this ring, because if you play with realism, food and sleep mode, you want to change your time scale, else it becomes too fast. And something like I like to play between 6 and 10, so 7, 8, 6, it's good to have long days. You have time to do a lot of things. It depends also how big is your Morrowind world. But with the realism, necessities mods, I think it's always good to have time scale no more than 10. So let's do something like 7. So we have been very lucky with this first quest. We found this skooma right in a place with no guards around. Oh. Oh, and I want to show you something. Let's see if it is possible. When you see an NPC near a wall and looking in the wall direction, oftentimes it is a spot. How can I say it? It is a sign that mod is not using some path grids. It is not always true, but oftentimes it is. Let's see how he moves. But you can check this very easily with this command. You open the console and type T, P, G, and as you can see, there's no path grid. You type it again to enable, sorry, to hide them, not enable. But this way you can take a note if you want and like click something, say BC, which means better comment. This place has no path grid. So basically path grids should be used
I don't know you.
in
What
every
do you
place
want?
where NPCs are able to walk around, because
Little
else,
secret. The blight storms have been so bad background.
especially in interiors, you notice them staring at the wall. it's not very nice to see. And also because if you put path grids, they are able to move around without being stuck on the furniture, on the wall, and so on. So, always good to do that, but especially old mods didn't always do that, because you know, they maybe one single modder making some mod like this with a big island, no time to do everything. Also, making path grids is not really fun, so oftentimes also that is the reason. Ooh, cornerstone.
The cornerstone.
Ooh, this is a nice tavern with a lot of people. Not staring at the wall as usual.
I don't know you. What do you want? Background. I'm one of the many folk who live round here.
Okay.
Little secret. Didra. You know what they are, right? Well, Didric shrines are where Didra cults worship Didra. Admire fail. I'm busy that day. I don't know you. What do you want? Background. Latest rumors. On the 27th of Little Advice.
I don't know, rumors. Specific
Can you
for
ask your
Hello
question?
there.
all the oh,
Present.
want
Welcome to
something here.
Ral's Tone. This is a house-operated city, and I am the house's leader here. Would you happen to have some free time? I really need to have something picked up from Fort Rockridge. I'd love to help. Excellent. The banners for the town's entrances haven't been delivered yet, but I know they must have arrived at the fort by now. If you could pick them up from the shipping warehouse and hang them from the posts by each entrance to the city, I will make it worth your time. You take a note in your journal under section Dulzaya Isle, Jardos banners.
Another quest.
Jardo Beer asked me to pick up some banners from the shipping warehouse at Fort Rockridge and hang them up near the entrances to Ral's Tone.
Okay, we are in Fort Rockridge, and we must find another city, Ralstone.
Quickly, Outlander.
I don't know
I
you.
haven't much time.
What do you want, Dunmer?
Hello, nice lady.
Tell your friends about this place.
I have some goods for barter. What do you want?
Well.
Background. Leal Jarethi, at your service. I own this place. I'm not going skooma. I don't have any skooma.
We have the skooma.
Quickly you stash your skooma out of sight.
Okay.
2. Skooma has been removed from your inventory.
Okay, so we could sell this for some money. Nothing really super pricey. This one would be worth a little money, but we could use it to go and find some pearls, for instance. So no, thanks. For now, let's talk about the skooma.
Skooma. Skooma is an illegal narcotic substance.
Nothing.
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
We can drink here. And the usual god.
I am an officer of House Hlalu and Imperial Law. Move along, House Hlalu. If you wish to learn little secret.
So what do you want?
Let me see. We don't have enough money. Hello, do you have some cheap weapon?
Arvejo does not know this face. What thing do you want from Arvejo?
Let's see. Ooh. We could use a good bow, but we don't have the money. But I can sell the iron dagger because we have.
Thank you.
We have
Please come again.
The bound dagger, which is much better. Yeah, let me check this. Ooh, I love this thing. This is the how is it called? Glow in the dark version. From I think NWSLUA, and it is adding this thing dynamically to this mod too. Pretty nice. Okay.
The prey approaches.
Kill
Have you
staring.
reclaimed my skooma?
We found the skooma.
Reclaim. Thank you. 2. Skooma has been removed from your inventory. 500 gold has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section Kulsterin asked me to steal his skooma back from inside Ralstone's Westward Tower.
What a long title, but it's working. So basically we get the price that is the nominal price of the skooma for this quest. That's good when you start, because probably we would get much less money. So now we should have money to buy some weapon. But first, let's visit some other shop. Enchanter shop, alchemist shop. Hello, lady.
I don't know you. What do you want? Little secret. How do you
so
reckon?
they
Little
don't
advice.
have standard
I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
small talk dialogue. They have things to sell. Now we could use a mortar, but oh, we can sell this one.
Thank you. Please come again.
a fat 6 in athletics. We could use this. Don't think we can open this, but let's try.
Fissy, bookseller. Fissy, bookseller. Fissy, bookseller.
3 times. Oh, let's see. There's some
Mysterious
book.
Akaver. Akaver means dragon land.
Okay, so one thing that I usually do when I move a mod, especially old mods like this one, is one of the changes I do is if there are too many skill books available, I have made a script for test for command that is replacing some of these skill books with other books using the same mesh but without the skill book. So there are no more a maximum of 3 or 4 skill books in a cell, because that's one of the things that is most unbalancing. If you find 10 or 15 skill books in a place like a shop, you can read all of them, and I don't think that's really balanced. So sometimes
The Archurian heresy. The Underking.
old mods especially have this kind of problem.
The Anuad paraphrased. The first ones were brothers.
But not all of them, luckily.
The House of Troubles. Among the
This one seems to have
Lives of the Saints.
a lot of books of the same kind. I don't remember honestly if I tweaked it or it was like this from the start, but this way
Frontier. The Door.
it's believable. You have
The Consolation.
the same sort of books, and
The
there are no
The
too many skill books.
The
So finding one here and there
Origin of the Mage.
is still good,
The Old Way.
but probably most of them you must pay for.
Vivek and
Maybe hidden.
How You Should Know US. Death, Defeat, and Fear. We do not die. We do not fear death. Special Flora of Tamriel by Hardin the Herbalist.
Oh,
The
and I have
poppy,
also
in
mod
both black and white varieties,
by which you
may
can
be found
actually
growing wild in the mountains of Hammerfell.
spend time
Their
reading the
succulent
book.
pods are often the only nourishment for adventurers who find themselves in the wilderness without rations. It is said that black and white poppies imbibed together have magical properties. When they are crushed and mixed with the milk of the agile-footed mountain goat, the resulting potion allows the user to glide safely above ground.
So,
Fire fern,
this
a
one,
perennial herb, is native to the province of Morrowind. The flowers are inconspicuous and often hidden.
so for
The
instance
glossy,
we spent
Evergreen foliage and blossoms are resistant to conditions of high heat and bright light. A petal from this plant placed under the adventurer's tongue will provide
6
protection
seconds
from the heat
reading
and
a
fire
book
of the
is
lava pits and
like
thermal streams around Dagathor.
60
Dragon's tongue,
seconds.
a common name for a fern-like herb found in Black Marsh, is especially prolific around the area of the Ultherus swamp. It is a beautiful wild flower whose name comes from the fire-red fronds that protect its golden efflorescence. As pretty as it is, however, it is a deadly poison to most living beings and needs to be avoided by adventurers, especially unprotected ones, as it is lethal to the touch. It is said,
Basically,
however,
if we read
that
for enough
Argonians can
time,
handle the plant
we
and
can
use the sap
simulate
derived from
reading
its roots to
and
enhance their endurance.
increasing our
Domica redwort is an herb grown by many residents of Valenwood for their beautiful and showy flowers. They attain a height of about 3 feet and sport feathery leaves. The flowers are usually bright red. In addition to their beauty, they are said to have the magical ability of enhancing the appearance of anyone who carries or wears one of the blooms. Ironwood nut is a hard-shelled fruit that comes from the ironwood trees growing deep in the forests of Skyrim. The wood of these trees is hard as the metal after which it is named. The very rare black variety of ironwood is said to produce a nut which is very succulent and believed to greaten the strength of the adventurer who is able to crack its shell and partake of it. The ginkgo leaves which are found along the banks of rivers and lakes
let's see
in
if
Hammerfell
we spent enough time reading to gain something. Yeah, we did. And this is a mod that I made on request. I think it's not
He's
bad.
a hard man, all right.
If you want to replay reading the books.
Mysticism: The Unfathomable Voyage by Tetronius Lore.
Especially it is
Mysticism
coupled,
is the school of sorcery least understood by the
when it is
magical
coupled
community
with
and the most
read aloud
difficult to
mod.
explain to novice mages.
Okay, but let's see.
Fissa does not know this face. Background. Fissa, little secret. This one's secrets are not
She
hers
has no
to share.
secrets, she's selling books, so.
You want something?
Nice little shop, but nothing really interesting here. As you can see, we are full now, so Necessities of Morrowind is giving us a little nice effect, I think. In theory, if we did not absorb it, could be. Well fed, 1 point of restore fatigue. It's not so powerful, but still good to have. Okay, book. Enchanter.
I don't know you. What do you want? Background. I am Rushera Lavo, Enchanter.
nice weapon. Honestly, between buying a more powerful bow in theory, like the bone mod longbow, I think it costs a little less, but this is giving us a bound longbow for a few charges of it for a little more money. Maybe would be a better thing to buy. Maybe one sword like this, and we should still have enough money to buy a passage to the Wonderful, maybe. We think about it. Oh my god, we cannot really steal anything here. Okay, let's buy something.
What's your question?
Maybe it's the right time to try and use some of these bottles. We have 45 luck here, or we could try some other alcohol thing. Luck.
Do you want something?
We could buy this one or the sword. I think I will buy the bow.
Thank you. Please come again.
And naturally we have to pay more because we have a mod increasing bartering of the vendors. This mod. Smart merchants. Basically, this is a merge of a newer version of the old mod by how it is called, Hot Fusion Mercantile mod. So basically, the vendors have the free, I think, if I recall correctly, their free best skills improved. So they usually are much better at bartering than default. And also there are lots of multiplier that you can change. And so we have these things that were in the Hot Fusion mods, and also we have something similar to the other button mod, newer mod, but with more curves about the difficulty. So you can choose something a little less steep, and so the prices are not so super high, but if you want you can set it even higher. So different curves for the logarithmic scale of the prices increase. And also this thing, that's something a little new, I think. you can also increase the bargain level of the creatures. So for instance, the creeper and the mud crab can also have a little better bartering than usual, without using the trick of talking with a fake NPC instead, like other mods do, which is a perfectly legit way to do it. But a different way. So I think I have it on low usually. Don't remember honestly. Low. Oh, disable. Yeah, disable, especially at the start, would be enough. Okay, so in theory we have our bow. Oh, we need also arrows. But I don't think she's selling arrows. Only enchanted. Hello, Arvajo. Arvajo?
Arvajo is listening.
Arvajo, we need some arrow. Oh well, this will do. Can we? No, we cannot. And out of curiosity, ooh, more or less the same price. Okay, little discount for us. Oh,
Thank you. Please come again.
Ooh, gods everywhere. Okay, so all in all, not bad. We found a nice bow. We have the arrows. I want to show you this mod. When we equip the bow, automatically also some arrows are equipped. And the mod is called Smart Ammo. Okay, let's see. What do we need to do?
I brought Colsterin Skuma back to him.
So 16, let's see, they will. We can try and do this book quest. Northeast. Oh, I think this is. Maybe it's a shock. Yes, northeast of Sorvalan. North, east. Let's try and go north.
SOR Valen.
Okay, this way. So even very old mods like this one can become pretty nice when you use some grass generation tool. I love these creatures, very old style but very pretty. They are cute. The queen by I don't remember the model. It's the same model who did the animation of the sea spider, I think. Very old animation. Ooh, we have some floating masses here. BC floating grass. So I could just delete them, but I want to keep them there because I'm going to fix the mod. Put some floating rocks here. Yeah, I probably tweaked the coast. Spare some salt. Because the green are very rare. They are never aggressive creature. One of the very few creatures added to the game by modders that are not aggressive, and they are also sort of small elephant-like creatures. Very strange. Yeah, also ghouls are the cutest enemies. I don't remember the name. What's VUN? I know for your information, but I don't know what VUN means. And this? A squib? Ah, a young koala. Okay, I'm a little lost, I think. Not a good idea to not follow the road. But I think level 1, at least in land masses far away like this one, is usually not very hard to navigate because there are very few aggressive creatures. But I'm going northwest, probably not the right direction for that quest. Well, let's see what happens. I see some city out there.
Ralstone, Fort Rockridge, SOR Vallon.
Okay. square land in the northwest corner. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is Skyrim Home of the North, because these seems to be very high mountains, and probably it is. I think I updated it very recently, and I think it is because you have the land that more or less like time will build borders. It is obviously as you can see over there, something very high, and which is
I'm an officer of the Imperial
not
Legion.
finished, but
Imperial Legion. We have garrisoned. Join the Imperial Legion.
yeah, if we manage to go there. And this is a very small village, it seems. It will be maybe possible using some intervention to reach the Skyrim area from here, maybe. I don't know if there is some compatible divine intervention marker in the Skyrim mod. Oh, found some armor here. And a weapon. Oh well, let's take all of them. Now let's say. And one of the things that I do usually to try and level up acrobatics, I think, is to jump down from the stairs. But I am also using harder settings for the game setting that is giving you damage when you jump. So it's a little risky if you do it from the top. We can try a little more. Even more. It depends on your character setting, obviously. Oh! But as you can see, it's not something you want to do like this. Realism has some kind of costs, hidden costs. Maybe that setting is too hard for level 1 jumping around like this. But luckily we have a mod which is doing automatic saves, especially when we change our cell, and so didn't. Ooh, money. Didn't realize it. We don't have. Ooh, this is new random content. I think so, because we just found different things here. Okay, for now we can take everything. I think I'm not sure about it, but maybe the damage you get depends also how encumbered you are. Because I know the game is sort of emulating some kind of gravity, but maybe also the damage you get should be proportionate how encumbered you are. So that's right. Oh, a little damage, as you can see, but the reason why you may want to do this is this kind of damage is increasing your acrobatics, I think, a lot compared to other kind of experience. And one thing I'm noticing is that there's a little I don't like very much the fog setting over there, but let's see, this direction, yeah, that is probably the big mountain border of the Skyrim area. Hello, nice Brighton. Can we talk? Yeah.
Hello, Breton. I'm Griridon Arawan, leader of the flowerizing and prosperous village of Sor Vallon. Well, it's not quite prosperous and flourishing yet. Someday, though, it will dwarf all of Vardenfell's cities, even Vivek. Maybe you could even help realize my dream.
Oh, so that's a reason why this village is so small. It's a new settlement.
Realize my dream. Well, right now Sor Vallon is only home to a friend and myself. We need some kind of shop to make people want to come here, and I think I know the perfect person to run it. Would you be interested in extending an offer to him for me? Yes, I will inform him of your offer. Thanks a lot. There's a Khajiit who lives in a shack southeast of here along the north bank of the Vila River. I hear he has quite a collection of weapons. Maybe he'd be interested in opening up a weapons shop. Here's 200 drakes to offer him, and let him know that I'll take care of all of the construction. 200 gold has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section Dulzile, helping Griridon. Weapon shop. I asked you to find the Kate background. I'm a local lad. Lived here for years now.
Okay.
Griridon Arawan asked me to offer 200 drakes to a Khajiit who lives on the north bank of the Vila River if he will open a weapon shop in Sor Vallon.
Okay, we should find the river.
Fort Rockridge. Sor Vallon.
think the river is more or less this way, but I want to explore the island. Try and follow this one. I think I already started in this mode once a while ago, but I don't remember a lot of it. I think there are several quests like this where you have to talk with NPCs and go and fetch something in another city or talk with the usual quests. And at least on the road it seems there are no enemies, so not a bad place to start a random game. See if we can get some better visual. No cities. Let's follow the road. And a lot of people don't like the stomping of the grass. I just love it. It's one of the best effects added by. Ooh, this place looks dangerous. I have a feeling this place, if I recall correctly, is super dangerous. There are enemies right there, so better to save. Maybe not. Oh, and I have another mod, which is a sort of experiment. It is just one try at darkening interiors in a quick and dirty way without having to configure complicated formulas and so on. It's not as easy as it seems, because if you want to darken things, keeping the color balance, you have to use some very complicated formulas, calculate luminance and so on. Luckily, there's a mod by Hamchan that he has a lot of code to do this kind of calculation. So I'm trying to use those calculation to do this on the fly. And in theory, this interior is much more illuminated than this, but this mod is doing this on the fly. Let's see, something like this. And I think I'm trying to darken it about 50% or something like this. But no enemies so far. So not the cave that I was remembering. Or maybe it's a matter of player level. Oh, I was remembering, right? I think we are almost dead here. This enemy is likely much higher level. Let's see if we manage to summon the ghost. We are not good at all.
You fight unfair. This bout is over.
Oh. Okay, so let's try this one. The greater bone walker is not really smart. Come on. Can we? No, we can't because we are. Ooh! Oh, what a silly way to be killed. Okay, so rule number 1, summons are not smart, so better to summon things near your enemy. But we know that we can make it, so we can try again. So there's dangers, but not super high level danger. So in theory, these bone walkers should be super strong compared to this. Ooh, two of them! Not good. Ooh! No, two of them is too much. Okay. And they are also small because I think they managed to kill the bone walker, or one of them did not attack the bone walker but started following the player. Not sure about it. But anyway, better to avoid this cave for now. We know there's dungeons here. So let's take a note about it. And maybe one thing that not everyone starting playing Morrowind knows is that you can take note inside about dungeon here, for instance, and then you can see the note on the outside when you look at the door, usually on the map. Let's see. Yeah. So when you go to the exterior map and you have some note inside, you can see it. You don't see it on the wall map, but you can hover before entering and you have your danger message. So you can remember if you come back here after a while. Four PM. Should have enough time to reach some other city. An edge. Not sure we can survive some poison. city over there. Uh-oh, not a good thing. We had our helmet equipped automatically by a mod. That means that probably could be that some bad weather is coming, but it is more likely that some enemy is coming. So yeah, better to be ready for it. Ah, we have the enemy, but we have also guards, luckily. A fort, rock breach.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Imperial Legion. Background. I am Dunia. I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Imperial Legion. Little secret.
And as you can see, they all have different faces, because I'm using this mod also, which is giving the guards random faces on the fly. That's I think that's nice, because mod is very small and doesn't need special patches for other mods. As long as the guards are using standard faces, they are randomized.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion.
They don't have much to say. Can we?
I don't know you. What do you want?
Nice. Usually you need to be part of a faction to be able to barter.
I don't know you. What do you want? I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion.
And you can see they are staring at the wall. No path grid.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. Little secret. Talk to everyone.
Okay, so we could buy some soda, but we don't have the magic for it. Oh, but we have the bow. Could be worth buying a soda.
What?
A petty one. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes?
Hello, Breton. Would you be interested in helping out with some shipping business? Shipping business. I frequently need someone to help deliver all of the shipments that we get. In fact, right now I have a shipment of kwama eggs that needs to be delivered as soon as possible. Do you think you could deliver them for me? Yes, I'll deliver them. Great. You'll find the eggs in one of the crates behind me. You need to deliver them to Jonard Mastian in his manor southeast of Ralstone. Take the trail towards Ralstone, but instead of following the trail north to the city, continue going east. The manor will be just to your north a bit before you reach the coast. You take a note in your journal under section Dulzia Isle, helping Denius. Banners. Ah, yes. I do believe we have the Ralstone banners. Sorry we weren't able to get them sent sooner. Here you go. You take a note in your journal under section Dulzia Isle, Jardos banners. 2 Ralstone banner has been added to your...
See?
I picked up the banners from the shipping warehouse.
So we have this quest. This one is Sorvalan. And the one from Jardo in Reston, so I think Reston is our best destination.
Spirit of Nirn. Lorcan is the spirit of Nirn. The Pig Children by Teaston Bain. The Madness of Pelagius by Tsathene. The Ranks of the Blessed.
Ooh, we can steal something here. So, crates behind him.
Do you want something from me?
Eggs. Nice, but too heavy. You're super slow. So we must pay attention, not use gags. A cute guava. Oh, kind of farm. Nobody's home. It's like he needs some water. Some fire, we can cook something. And these are good for our fatigue. Feather Myrtle.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I don't know you. What do you want? Little secret. The background. I am Fedar Myril, farmer. Outlander. Many Dunmers don't like new.
So he has nothing for us for now. we should be not far from the city. I see houses. Ooh, and bridges. Okay, yeah, yeah. And I remember the first time I checked this mod.
Fort Rockridge. SOR Valen.
And so this is the city. And I think the first time I tried this mod, when I seen these, how are they called? These poles. I thought, oh, okay, there's a bug here. These signposts are missing something, but it's a quest. We get the signposts from the fort. So in theory now.
South signpost.
See? Really nice. And let's see if there's another one over there. No, okay. That's a normal sign. I think we have another one. Yeah, another one. Ralston banner. Oh, it's a book. But obviously the other one goes to the other entry to the village. Voila.
North signpost. Ralston. I picked up the banners from the shipping warehouse.
Giving us the quest, and this is another nice mod. I think that you may want to give a try to if you are using a big modding list, especially with a lot of quests, because you can have these hints telling you who you talk to about the quest, where they are now. If you want, you can see the current journaling index to check. You can see from what mods the quest is coming from, and so on. So for instance, we know now we did the quest Jardo's Banners, and we must talk with Jardo Wire in Ralston, the cornerstone. So we remember that he's in the tavern, probably. So imagine with a big water like this, you can have literally thousands of quests going on at the same time, it becomes very hard to follow, and this mod can help a little. Oops. We are collapsing. Quite thick. And the tavern is... I'm not sure it's this way. Better to check the local map. Here it is.
The cornerstone.
Go ahead.
Can you ask your question
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Tell your friends about this place.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't
hello.
much time.
Did you want something?
Do you want something? Little secret. I picked up the banners from the shipping warehouse.
Hello.
I see
Did
the
you want
banners are up.
something?
Shiaryu Walton. Banners. Thanks for taking care of that. I have a few things to offer you as payment. Which would you like?
A good question. I think I will take the restore health because they could be useful in case of danger, and we can sell them, maybe probably for less money than 2 emerald or 3 parts, but we can
For
use
quality
them
restore health potions.
also in case of need. So Yaru is gonna use them. See, we don't know how much they are worth, but we can try to sell them for this.
Tell your friends about
I have
this
some
place.
goods for barter. What do you want?
Can we sell them? Not much, but maybe we have other things. Oh, for instance, this one we could sell them.
I have some goods for barter. What do you want? Thank you. Please come again.
Well, we did not get a lot of money for this quest.
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
Seven PM. Okay, so I don't think we have a lot of time before the night comes, and that could be dangerous. Remember the lady.
Anytime you're ready.
West.
Just don't keep me
Yes.
waiting.
Latest rumors.
Oh, we have the eggs. And we must go.
I reported back to Jardo Beer after hanging the banners.
Jornad Mestian, southeast of Rust.
This scent is new.
Ral's tone.
So this way. Maybe better to use the rod. Oh crap! I think we are dead. Damn bats. Sort of nemesis killed by your own mod. The damn bats are super dangerous at level 1. Better to run away, because they are hard to kill and they hit. They are sort of cliff racers. Oh, and maybe it's been something you managed to catch, but there was also this part which is interesting. Let me show you. This is a personal mod which I shared so far only with Discord people, and it's a sort of gameplay mod trying to integrate some changes to other standard mods which I use, and it has a couple of interesting things to try and fix things that happen when you use a lot of mods and you start having speed problems with your game, something that is not updated correctly, or for instance collision not updating and things like this. For instance, this one is for when you have a mod placing sitting NPCs in taverns and so on, animated to stay sitting, but when you update loading order, or the mod is no more up to date with, for instance, its masters, it happens that the stool which is behind the NPCs, for instance, is no more updated correctly, so the old one with the collision is enabled back, and this way the NPCs is floating over the standard tool, because the standard tool has the collision. So basically you have to fix the mod if you want it to work, or you have to find a different way to disable the collisions, and this is what this mod is doing. In short, you have a couple of ways to disable the collision on the NPCs or on the furniture which is behind the NPCs, and usually this is the better way to do it, but it works, so you don't have to continuously upgrade the mods whenever, for instance, Time Rebuild is releasing an update and so on. So this is one. And other tweaks like this, giving bound weapons to Dedra. There are Misspell, Standard Gauntlet, and this is fixing it. Now this is nice because something that happens a lot is items with this script that in theory should tell gods that you have your Legion uniform, Legion armor on. Sometimes they don't work correctly, and so they always tell you are out of uniform soldier and so on while you are having it. And in theory this can help detecting that thing. And things like this. This is a tweak by Cascade, which I have added here. Oh, this is the one I was talking about at the start. So what happens when you have a lot of mods loaded? Sometimes the game slows a lot, and so when you enter some cell, things are not updated correctly at the first try, and so maybe you have NPCs which are floating because the collision for them did not have the time to fire correctly. And so this mod is basically automatically toggling the collisions, the same thing that using the console to use the TCL command. And so the NPCs are sort of forced to go to the ground. And this is nice because you don't have to do it by hand or go out of the cell and enter back to the cell or use some other console commands to fix things. And this is a special tweak if the go to jail mod is detected, so you can drop your things automatically on the go to jail chest when you are condemned to the mining work for your crimes. And it's a very nice, I love that mod, but you have to strip of all your things to be able to go on with the mod, and it's a long thing to do by hand because you cannot do that from standard scripting. But with this tweak I do it automatically from the real mod, and so on. So basically a personal mod for most things. But if you think that there's something interesting for your setup, I think it's on the Morrowind Discord. I linked it somewhere.
What do you want?
Okay, but I think for now I will stop here also because it's pizza time and I have to stop for good. Well, if you now
Hello.
take a look at the
you want
streaming,
something?
thanks a lot, and well, we will see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye.